Hey, how we doing? Welcome to the stream, everyone. We are streaming a little bit earlier today than usual, but we are on, and yeah, welcome to the stream. Great to see everyone. Thank you very much for joining, and of course, make sure you do hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button pretty hard as well. I would very much appreciate it if you could do that. But yeah, let me know who we've got in the chat. Obviously, get your comments in and all that good stuff. And yeah, we will obviously be kicking off the live stream. Let me just turn Stonksy on. There we go. So yeah, obviously yesterday we got all the way up, obviously close to testing this resistance area again, and then we fell off, and we did actually drop down a decent way, and then we've bounced back pretty strongly the last 3 hours. So where do we go from here is the question. Let me know in the chat what you think is going to happen. We'll also cover some of cover some more scenarios like we covered yesterday. We looked at, obviously, would Bitcoin, potentially repeat July's price action, but I do also have something else to cover as well, looking at the price action of Bitcoin. So we will definitely cover that. And yeah, it's an interesting time in the market at the moment. Do you think the bottom's in? Do you think we have lower to go? What do you think is going to happen? Let me know. I would love to know. But yeah, thank you for joining me, everyone. It's great to have you all here. And of course, yeah, afternoon discipline. How are we doing, mate? Great to see you. Great to see you. So yeah, I mean, are we in a similar pattern to obviously what we had down here? You know, are we in a similar? They can't see it that well because that's the weekly. But are we in a similar pattern to this here? Now, I did actually put it into the CSE newsletter today, which we'll obviously have a look at. But I can actually show you the analysis which happened there. So yeah, are we getting a similar pattern? Are we having a similar pattern occur where we had consolidation? Now you can't see it that well. Let me just turn Stonksy off for a second. Consolidation, drop down, consolidation, retest of a key region, then expansion. We've had consolidation, drop down, retest of a key region. Now are we going to consolidate and then potentially expand? That is the question, isn't it? That is the question. But yeah, we will obviously see in due course, but definitely something to bear in mind. And I think, you know, we'll have this drawn up and we'll revisit it, you know, in a few weeks. Or, well, we could revisit it every other day. But I do think it will take quite the force to liquidate down below. 109 is still definitely an area of interest. Now, what I do want to cover is this thing. So we looked at this thing yesterday on stream. We looked at this thing yesterday on stream, and it was only around like 30 cents. It had obviously gone up massively. But this thing is just absolutely relentless, isn't it? Like, look at that, all the way from... So when was the second? 3 days ago. It was at 10 cents, and it's now at $1.20. I have no idea what's pumping it, but I do know that there is some token unlocks coming for this thing. So, I mean... I don't know where or even, you know, how you'd be safe trying to short this at the moment. Yeah, it's definitely on a one-way track at the moment. But this thing is just unbelievable. I mean, it is doing absolute nutty stuff. So. Yeah, I thought it was just interesting to pull it up because, I mean, look at the rally on that. It's just non-stop. And look at the funding rate. People are really trying to short this still. I think if it gets to around $2, I think that could be a risk-reward point there of around $2. Because the funding rate's going even more negative now. I think if it got to in and around here, it could be potentially worth it, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll definitely keep an eye on it. Yeah, mate, I'm an hour early. I can't do till 3 o'clock today. I have something on that so yeah, it's a important appointment that I can't swap around. So I thought I'll just go live earlier. And then we'll do till 2:30 instead of obviously shortening the stream down. Afternoon Firewatch, how are we doing? Great to see you. Thank you very much for joining. But yeah, I mean, we are looking, we're looking quite good. I think personally, what would be my thoughts? I think we could just chop in here. I think coming liquidating this low would be really good. Even if we didn't go lower, we just liquidated the low like that and then bounced. And then I think we'll do that until some way through August, maybe towards the end of August. And then I think we'll reclaim and go up. They're my thoughts of it, but I would love to see this low liquidated. If not, obviously, if not broken, then that's my standpoint from there. Let me know what you guys are thinking. But yeah, we'll see what comes up over, obviously over the next couple of days and this week. Now we do have an important piece of data coming out today. We have, where is it? ISM Services PMI, and that's it this week. There's not really anything else. But I believe, I won't be on for that because that's 3 o'clock UK time. So I won't be on for that. But do bear that in mind for 3 o'clock today, is that there is ISM Services PMI. It might really not do much to the market, to be honest. But yeah, just bear it in mind. Let's have a look at crypto-related stocks. So MSTR is down just ever so slightly pre-market. Coinbase is continuing its descent down to 308. So we are really edging towards our area of interest on Coinbase. I'm keen to see this down towards 260-ish. And then I'd be very, very interested in some longs on Coinbase. Circle is down a little bit. So let's run through the CSE newsletter because obviously the Circle is in this as well. So if you don't follow this, you can sign up to this on obviously the Crypto Saving Expert website. But I put together all the TA for it. So obviously Bitcoin, we were looking at Stonksy and obviously the rejection of 116k in that. Then the weekly time frame, obviously what we just looked at then, consolidation, drop down, liquidation, retest of a key level, consolidate, and then bang. Are we getting like a miniature version of this now here? We could do. Solana, obviously, Solana looking nice, some really nice upside and downside movement caught by Stonksy on that. And then, of course, looking at the levels that we mapped out on stream. And then Circle, what we're going to look at now. So Circle is, again, another one I'm interested in. Now, like we discussed with Wiz, you've got two areas here. You've got kind of the 150 zone, and then you've got this lower zone. This is the max risk reward. This is where, it will be absolutely fascinating to see it in there and, provide a potential unbelievable opportunity. But we could see it bounce from in here. I'll be honest, when I'm looking at these now, I think all my attention is on Coinbase. If we get Coinbase into that 260 region, I am really, really interested in it then. And I would very much like to see it in there and then, of course, start to bounce. Personally, I think we go around 117,500, drop down to around 109, 110 before going up again. Yeah, we could definitely get that, mate. We could definitely get that. Tell you what, that would actually work quite well because if you look at the Bitcoin chart, now, it doesn't really matter because say we did it on a daily, we could. And I suppose it probably depends on where you draw, doesn't it? Where you draw, this range. Some people might draw the range like this. You might have the range low, a bit higher, maybe, or whatever. But I think what you could end up is with something like this candle here. So you see this candle on the 25th of July, but to the upside. So what we could end up with is obviously a pump up would obviously come and liquidate all the stops and liquidity above here. Push back into the range. And then from that point, I assume we would come into supply. Obviously, in and around where supply came into the market here. Probably see it a bit better on the hourly. Yeah, obviously in and around here. Oops. And then that could obviously provide a bit of a trap, couldn't it? It would obviously clear all this out. And then provide a bit of a trap. People get bullish. And then you could just still end the day back below. Could just get one big push up, liquidate, trap people, and then still close outside and just have a big fat rejection. So, yeah, definitely could see that happening for sure. Good day, Pellin. How we doing, mate? Great to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Make sure everyone does please drop a like on the stream. It does help the stream out massively. And of course, please do make sure you signed up to BLOFIN and BitUnix. Obviously, BitUnix, you can get yourself some great welcome bonuses on that for signing up. But yeah, we're on 2 likes. So there's 15 people watching. So please do make sure you take a second. Please do go and drop a like for anyone that hasn't. But yeah, make sure you create your BitUnix account. They're offering some great welcome bonuses to anyone that signs up with the Stonksy link. You can read all about it on the X. It's pinned, but if you want to, pause the stream or whatever, here's all what's up for grabs. You get a fifth of your deposit up to 2,000 USDT deposit. You get a fifth back in a futures bonus, and then you get 2 new user welcome bonuses, and then there's futures volume challenge and 24-week check-in for all them bonuses as well. So they're offering a really nice bonus scheme for using our link. So please do make sure you sign up with that. And of course, make sure you're also on BLOFIN as well. But yeah, thank you very much for everyone that's joined so far. And of course, thank you to you people that have gone and dropped a like on it. What are we up to now? 5. Let's try and push this above 10. Try and push it above 10, everyone. Please do take a second to go and drop a like. But yeah, I could definitely see that happen in Discipline. It would make for obviously a wild daily candle. But it would pretty much just be like the inverse kind of this candle, wouldn't it? Where this dropped all the way out and then still closed, well inside the range, where it could just pump up and then still close outside. Don't know whether it would happen on this daily candle, because that would be a crazy looking candle then. But it definitely could. We've seen stranger things happen, haven't we? And it's looking like, obviously, it wants to come up for another test Bitcoin. It looks like it wants to come up for another test, so let's see what we get. 6. Yeah, keep it going, keep it going. Promising direction on the Euro USD pair. Something I have been waiting for a while. Which way are you looking for it, Pellin? Up or down on Euro USD? We'll have a look at these. And we'll have a look at I think we've already got the pound. Yeah, let's remove it and just re-add it anyway. We'll have a look at that, because we don't typically look at FX pairs, but we'll have a look because yeah, it's good to obviously take a look at some other stuff as well. Delicious. Oh, that is delicious. I personally enjoy my Euro. Let's go and take a look anyway. I don't really trade FX much. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that was from when the DXY took a massive dump, weren't it? Let's have a look where they both are on the monthly. Let's see. So Euro USD on the monthly. Very similar, obviously, to where the pound is. Kind of. You've got, obviously, this stretch here, haven't you? Of just... Obviously, just strong demand on the monthly here. Flip to resistance. So it has got a bit of a run in it, hasn't it? You could definitely see it running up to here before it comes into resistance, which would be another, about 6-7% gain on it. I don't know exactly what time frames you trade, Pellin, whether you're a high time frame trader or what, but I know the pound is something that I've had my eye on for a long, long while. Now, obviously, the pound took a big hit in last month's monthly candle, but I was hoping, and still could happen, it still could happen, but for the pound to anywhere in one of these boxes. So I've obviously got a high time frame range here, haven't we? And it probably line up with obviously the euro coming in as well. But as you can see, high time frame wise, this area, strong resistance and supply for the pound. So I was looking for something like that. Or obviously in the event of just a complete wipeout on the dollar, even a potential push up into there before it eventually thing goes, because at some point the dollar will get strength back in it. So that's what I've been waiting for on the pound for ages now. Obviously we'd had a strong uptrend. We'd had 5 months of just uptrend on the pound. But yeah, last month's candle obviously took a lot of that momentum away, but it still could get there. It still could get there. But yeah, the euro is obviously looking quite tasty should it get up to the... have you tried the peso Argentino? Says the Max. The Argentine peso. It's just, I'm guessing, yeah, I think that's, is that one of the ones where it's just down only? Or is it regained some strength? Let's see. Argentine. So what is Argentine peso? Is it ARS? Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, yeah. So there's one of the ones where it's just completely down, just completely nuked. Like the Venezuelan dollar, like the Turkish lira, probably like a lot of others as well. But it's just completely worthless against the dollar now. I mean, that is horrific, isn't it? Thing is, it's wild. All you had to do was just keep, like, literally. Isn't it crazy when you look at that? So between February 20... Well, I mean, you could do it literally near enough every month. But literally, if you just shorted the monthly open every single month, you won, basically. All you had to do was each and every month, you just shorted the monthly open, close on the monthly end, open a new short. And literally for basically 4 years straight, you was just in the money. Just shorting the monthly open, bank your profits to the end of the month, open a new short. And as you can see, it very rarely went above the monthly open. So just one horrendous downtrend. But yeah, obviously it's one of them ones, isn't it, where it's just completely lost its value, like the Venezuelan dollar and the Turkish lira and others. That's up 10 to 11% today. That's one of the ones I was interested in. But yeah, let me know what you'd like me to cover. Tell you what is interesting. We looked at it yesterday, and we'll look at it again today. Is Litecoin. Litecoin doing exceptionally well. Starting to really push back in towards obviously these highs now. Now, obviously, look how long ago we drawn this out. So for me, this still stands. This TA still very much active. If we get above 137, I'd be looking for a move to 165. Alternatively, obviously, this will come into resistance up here. So I will be adding some alerts on Litecoin up here. Because technically, obviously, until we break above it, we'll be coming into resistance. So doesn't necessarily mean we're going to break out. It'll be the first time we've tested it since February. So, you know, basically like 6 months. So we could see a nasty rejection at first. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in trading that. Something to, you know, watch out for. But should we get above this TA that we drawn out probably around 6 months ago, is still very much intact. And obviously above 165, then really off to the races then. But yeah, I would be interested in shorting a push into this daily range high here. I think that is probably... Oh, Paul's doing something. So, Paul, obviously for Polygon, it's quite interesting really because it's not really done much. As you can see, it's created a nice range here where we could see, you know, this could be accumulation. It could be. We don't really hear much about Polygon anymore, do we? We don't really hear much about Polygon. Draw the range high there. But yeah, I am pretty interested in it. This could be kind of the next one to go. You know, we'd likely face some resistance up here, 33. And then above there, I think this region looks quite tasty here. Let's stretch that up a bit. But yeah, I think this is something to keep an eye on for sure. You know, is this accumulation? Haven't really heard much about Polygon in ages, have we? But could this be accumulation before blasting off? Definitely something to watch out for. Anything else on the watch list? Anything else on the watch list? Not really. I don't think there's too much else, is there? Nothing standing out anyway. There's nothing standing out. We'll go and have a look on CoinMarketCap to see if there is any that's standing out. But yeah, please do make sure you get your likes in. Obviously, get your comments in as well. Let me know what you'd like me to look at. Let me know what you'd like me to look at, and we can pull it up. Whether that be, you know, commodities, stocks, crypto, whatever. Let's continue on. Let's continue on. Gold up to anything much. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. Yeah, really nice. Nice. Really nice. My God. This thing is just relentless, isn't it? It's a crazy looking chart, that. That is utterly, utterly crazy. Mantle is up nice today. Pump is doing well. Pump, we should have held our conviction on Pump. We should have held our conviction on Pump. We would have been in a really nice spot had we held our conviction on Pump. Yeah. We was looking at it last week thinking that the bottom may be in on Pump. And it's had, obviously, a nice push up. And yeah, we would have been in a decent bit of profit had we gone for that instead of the Bitcoin long. So there we go. But yeah, Pump obviously looking interesting. I do think it will move at some point. Obviously, it's slowly moving now, but other memes are kind of struggling, aren't they, today? Nothing really moving too much. But yeah, there's Polygon. Say's having a good day of it. Yeah, not really too much movement going on. Now, what I would like to show you guys, is there anyone, let me know in the chat now, is there anyone that's watching this that doesn't have Stonksy yet, but would be interested in getting it? Because I do have some big news around that where you guys can definitely take advantage of something that we're putting on. So let me know in the chat now. Is anyone interested in getting Stonksy but hasn't yet? Because I have some quite good information to tell you about if that's the case. So do let me know. Get your comments in. If there's anyone out, you know, if there's anyone watching, whether you're across YouTube or X, anyone that's interested in getting Stonksy that hasn't got it yet, please do let me know. Yeah, this thing is wild, isn't it? Absolutely wild. Well, I'll tell you anyway. No one's putting in the chat, so I'll just tell you anyway. We are offering 50% off. So that is right, 50 50% off lifetime and annual plans. So it is Stonksy's birthday coming up, and we are putting on quite a big discount, for lifetime and annual. So you can get 50% off. So that would be annual cost of below £500. So obviously, if you work that out to say, to become a monthly cost, then it would be in and around £40 a month. So obviously, considerably cheaper than obviously being on a monthly rolling plan. If you take out the annual, obviously lifetime, 50% off will be 1,250, just under, for obviously just unlimited access forever to everything. But yeah, 50% off these two plans in this birthday promo. And it's automatically applied at discount at checkout as well. So for instance, if we go and do sign up, actually let me sign in. I think we've already got an account with this. Hang on. Let me see. Yeah, here you go. So when you come to obviously creating, doing your checkout, it's automatically applied at checkout. So you'll save 50% off for the birthday promo. So auto applied. So yeah, you get 50% off. So obviously the annual comes down to $499.50. So 50% off that. And then if you went with the lifetime, that comes down to $1,249.50. And obviously that is forever. That is forever. So if you are looking at it, obviously you can get a hugely discounted annual plan, or you can pretty much sign up for lifetime for a little over what a standard annual plan would cost without any discount. So if you are obviously looking at Stonksy, or if you've had it in the past and you want to get it again, or if you've never had it and you've obviously been interested in it, obviously now is the time to take advantage of that, because lifetime and annual plans both discounted, 50% automatically applied at checkout. You don't need a code or anything for Stonksy's birthday. So as you can see, $499.50 for a whole year, or $1,249.50 for lifetime, unlimited access forever. So yeah, great time to come and join if you haven't already. You will be seeing promo on that on YouTube and on X as well. So it's going to be a limited time discount now, so it's not going to be on for long. But yeah, let me know in the chat what you guys would like me to look at. Please do make sure you drop a like as well. Let's see what we're up to on the likes. 8 likes, which is pretty good. Pretty good for 20 viewers. Let's see if we can get this towards 15. Please do make sure, if you haven't, please do go and drop a like. And yeah, do take advantage of that Stonksy offer while you can, if you haven't already. Obviously, it's a great time to get the annual plan for cheap, or of course, get the lifetime plan, get unlimited access forever. Any chance you can take a look at Altcoins? Says Super Mirage. Yeah, of course, mate. Of course. Let's see memes. Altcoin. Yeah, I mean, let's go. Start on the weekly. I think when you're looking at it on the weekly, so start on obviously on a high time frame. What's quite clear is we got obviously some form of weekly range being built here. So as you can see up now, depending on obviously where you want to draw this, I've got a combination here of obviously getting the weekly closes with some wicks in it. But if you take the medium, you could say around 150 or whatever. But what's clear is we've got the build of a weekly range here with demand coming in down here and supply up here. So if we take it down, say, let's have a look at what's happened on the 4 hour recently. Obviously, we caught that huge move up with Stonksy, which was great. But as you can see, since then, we've built this range. Now, what's key is we hold this zone here. So it's really key for Altcoin that we hold this zone. So, anywhere down to around late 80 cents, obviously in and around 90. As long as we hold there, for me, yeah, Altcoin looks good. It looks obviously nice. It's holding the range, and all it's doing is consolidating. So it's not doing anything major. It's not doing anything of concern or really excitement, to be fair. It's just consolidating. Obviously, bouncing up to resistance, falling back down to support, bouncing up to resistance again, slowly, but it is doing it. Now, obviously, to expand from here, we need to break above resistance. So we need to break above, obviously, on the weekly, this grey, this grey box. For on the 4 hour, obviously, if we started expanding above 170, then that would be a really good sign as well. I mean, if we started breaking above the grey box on the 4 hour, I think that would be a really good sign as well, depending where we are on the weekly candle with how many days left. But, definitely breaking above this grey area on the 4 hour would be great as well. Then, of course, looking to see if we can get any strength above 170. From there, I think it should be, if/when Altcoin breaks out of this consolidation, that should be the route to all-time high. I don't really see any of this causing it much of an issue until, we get to all-time high and then it tests that. So for me, once/if it breaks out of this consolidation, it should be a road towards all-time high, in my opinion, given how long it's consolidated for now. This has been going on for a couple of months, hasn't it? Obviously, there's the other side to it. If it breaks down, you could definitely see a scenario where it comes down and tests the origin of the breakout, and obviously an SR test of 60 cents. From there, obviously, then we'd likely bounce and go and retest what was support from the underside for either a reclaim or a rejection. So that's where I'd be looking. The reason why I wouldn't be looking any immediately in and around here, because the expansion out of this range would probably be aggressive. So you may look at it and you think, well, this block here around 75 cents looks good, which would be true, but unless it was like a quick fake out and then a reclaim, I wouldn't be expecting a 13% move to be enough as expansion out of that range. 30% would look good, and then obviously that would be an SR test, and you'd think it would hold and then push back up. I won't be a second, hang on. Right, I am back. Just give me a second and then we'll carry on looking at Fartcoin. Right, so let's continue on. Yeah, so I think for Fartcoin, yeah, this would probably be a logical thing. So it's pretty easy outlook. Let me know if this helps or not. But yeah, I mean, it either stays range bound, so from here, maybe build a slow rally like this one, back up towards the range high. Or of course, in this example here, we got that quite quick, didn't we? So we either go up to here to the range high and then drop down. We have a break above and expand, or you know, if we get some sort of big market turn down again, it could potentially fall out of the range and come in for a test of 60 cents. Now, the thing with Fartcoin is this looks like too much of a gift. It looks too easy, doesn't it? This 60 cents one. So I do kind of favor Fartcoin to hold this range and hold in here. I think this would just be too much. It'd be too easy of a long. You look at that; it's just a perfect retest of an asset that's been very strong. So I do favor it to obviously hold this range no matter what. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Let me know if you agree. Do you agree on Fartcoin? Do you disagree? What do you think? Let me know. Um, 11 likes. We're continuing. We're continuing pushing on up there, aren't we? We're continuing pushing on up. If you are watching on X as well, please do make sure you hop over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Would massively appreciate it. But yeah, get your questions in, get your comments in. Let me know what you guys think. And, you know, any other tickers, let me know the next ticker that you want me to address. Oh, is this thing? There's a big I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but this thing that is just completely rocketing. There's quite a big price discrepancy, isn't there? Upon obviously we're looking at BLOFIN at the moment, but then when you look at the MEXC one, that's at 141 and went all the way up to 180. A bit of a price discrepancy there. Does anyone think we should have a go at shorting this now? Would anyone short this here? Or do you think it's just a death wish? Would anyone try and short this here? Or do you think it's just a death wish? think it was up here when we were looking at it, weren't it? Yeah, it's quite sizable. It's quite a sizable risk, isn't it? I mean, the thing is, I don't normally like to get involved in stuff like this because how many people have tried to short it here, 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 you know, maybe even here and get blown out. It's not something really I'd like to entertain unless we just saw a big liquidation wick, like up to like $2 or something. It's not something really I'm eagerly keen to get involved in, I don't think, anyway. Do, do, do. Should we have a look at the liquidation levels? So, let's have a look. Bitcoin in the last day, as you'd expect. We've just got liquidity games, haven't we? We've got liquidity up and down. If we look on a 3-day again, you've got liquidity. We've just got some... I think we're going to see a lot of liquidity games coming across to us over the next week or so. Of just... you know, longs getting hit, then shorts getting hit, then longs getting hit. But as you can see, the hotspot above 120 is still not gone. That is still there, and that was there, obviously. Kind of as bait. You know, maybe that was you. That likely was bait because up here, it seemed logical that price would come up, liquidate above 120, and then drop. Seems to have been bait for sure. The 2-week time frame, I'm guessing is showing roughly the same as the 1 week. Yeah. Just big liquidity above 120. You would think that gets taken eventually. Now the 1 month it would be interesting to see. Let's see what the 1 month is doing. Now the 1 month actually did come down and get some cluster on the way down, which was nice. Now on the 1 month, the hotspots are obviously above 120 and down at 88 now. Obviously, I don't think we have anything to really open the door towards 88k at the moment. Nothing really developing, so you know, it might take a bit of time, but you would think that price will come for this liquidity eventually. Let's see what ETH is doing. What is ETH doing? Yeah, I mean, ETH has reclaimed where we was wanting it to reclaim. Came down for a good retest. I mean, ETH looks great, doesn't it? It's such a strong recovery. Obviously, had a great day yesterday. Yeah, really nice movement on ETH. Hype looks quite interesting. I think Hype looks quite interesting. Does anyone else think Hype looks interesting? Oh, OM's starting to move. There we go, another OM scam pump coming. There's Mantle's move. Blimey. Hype does look interesting to me though. Let's see on the wider time frame for Hype. Came in for a nice retest. I mean, what you can say about Hype is you would assume that it's just bulk of stops and liquidity above there. Quite a controlled drawdown as well, isn't it? I think Hype looks great. To be fair, it looks quite interesting. Maybe we have a long on Hype. Put our stop at 38. Let's see. I think it looks quite interesting. To be fair. What would we be looking at for that? Where would we be wanting to target on Hype? I mean, that should be pretty. I think yields, shouldn't it? We'd probably be looking around. That would probably be quite sticky for the price. But we could see 43. I don't think the risk reward's there. Not for me. No. Be better getting in lower down. But I suppose that is potentially there for someone who maybe wants to take it. If you're interested in looking at Hype, I think it looks alright, to be fair. I think Polygon for a swing would be great. But again, just too late. If I'd have been looking at the charts on Saturday night, it would have all been fine. ZRO, like we discussed, is at daily demand. So this could be one where we see it rocket up pretty quickly. And the downside, to be fair, the downside is potentially great here for ZRO. Like, the risk reward on ZRO from this standpoint does actually look quite good. Have we got ZRO futures? Oh, yes, we do. Oh, not broccoli. What would we be looking at? 1.6. And where would we be looking to? I mean, why not? I think this is potentially a really good one. This, you know, I do think potentially this is a really good one. It would be a bit of a swing. So it would be a bit of a swing. It'd be a bit of a swing long. But I think when you zoom out on it and you see it like that, that is the range, isn't it? And it is at the range low. It does make me wonder. What have we got on the hourly? Yeah, we caught the move down on Stonksy, great. We'll see what we get on. But if we get a flush on Bitcoin, we could get a great entry on an alt here. We'll wait for a potential flush on Bitcoin and then jump in. Yeah, get comments in. Let me know what you'd like me to look at. Get your comments in, people. What's going on in the world? Is there anything going on? Oh, so do we have some Trump news? We do. We have some Trump news. Let's see. What has he been saying? Bloody hell. Fed Chair Powell is highly political. Many Fed candidates are very good. It will be one of 4 people. Fed decision soon. Might announce Fed chair fairly soon. Bessent wants to stay where he is. What else has he said? We'll be announcing semiconductors and chips in the next week or so. We'll be putting an initial small tariff on pharma. They raise tariffs on India soon over Russian oil. What else is he saying? President Xi called for the meeting. See, God, he's saying a lot here, isn't he? We're getting very close to a deal with China. God, he's said a lot. He's opened his mouth quite a bit there. Is there anything else going on? It's slowly drifting into there, Coinbase. It's slowly drifting into place. SBET had a good day yesterday. Tron. Circle, yeah. I'm interested to see how all these open up. Where's Consolidation? Yeah, I mean, I think my attention is mostly on Coinbase stock now, I think. In terms of stocks. Eventually Circle if it drifts into that region of interest, but yeah, definitely high interest in quite a few things, really. Let me know what you guys would like me to look at anyway. If you'd like me to cover anything specific, do let me know. I'm just going to run to the toilet and then I'll be back. So get your comments in and we'll run through whatever it is when I'm back. But yeah, bit of a quiet day on the market so far, but I think we should get some we should be on the cusp of entering a decent area, whether we push down or push up from here. Right, I'm back. We are continuing to just kind of slowly fall on Bitcoin, aren't we? After Trump opening his mouth again. Let's give this a little refresh. 1766. Yeah, this does interest me, to be fair, as a trade. It does interest me a lot. We'll stop down at 160. 10%. Yeah. I'm pondering it. Are we going to get a wipeout on Bitcoin today, though? That's the thing. We could come and start filling in some of this. I think. Let's mark out where we want Bitcoin to come into. If we come into anywhere in and around here, I think the thing is, did we, last time we had this, did we sweep the low? I don't think we did we? Or did we? Let's see. Last time we got that same formation here, we did sweep the low, actually, while we was in this. We did come back and sweep the low, but that was with the tariff stuff, weren't it? We got the initial drop there, which I can't remember what caused that. And then we got this, obviously, drop into here. Yeah. Will we get kind of another dip in? That is the question, isn't it? Oh, it's accelerated. Oh, it is accelerating a bit down, isn't it? Is Trump saying more stuff? Trump says probably will not run again. Okay. So there we go. Trump just said he won't run for president again. How's the market reacting to that? Yeah, the market don't like that. Bitcoin don't like that. Trump won't run for president again. Mainly, obviously, affecting Bitcoin. Oof. Yeah. So that big dirty 5-minute candle you're seeing there has come from this. Trump saying he probably will not run again. He won't run for president again. Oh, look at that. Oh. Could it be time to long Bitcoin soon? We just liquidated that. We just liquidated that low, didn't we? To be fair, this might make a good this might make a good long on Bitcoin, to be fair, if we can get it up before it bounces back. Seems a bit of an over exaggeration, like, doesn't it? Oh, Jesus, we don't want to be on that again. There we go, we're in. We're in on our long. Freshly opened. Even though I used a limit on that, I still got hit with the fee, didn't I? I think that was a good liquidation from them comments on Trump there. For now, anyway. Nice entry, to be fair. We got a nice entry on that. Now the question is, where should we put our take profit? That is the question. I think 117,500. Looks good. Whoever said that before Yeah, I like it. There we go. I think that would look good. Then we'd come into supply, and then we could probably short this area then. Let's see how we get on anyway. Let's see how we get on. But not a bad entry. I mean, it would have been great to get in a bit further down. That was quite a quick move, wasn't it? It was quite a quick move. So let's see anyway. We could always end up getting stopped out, couldn't we? We could always end up getting stopped out. Let me know in the chat though. Anyone taking any positions? Is anyone long? Is anyone short? Do let me know. Seems a bit of an overreaction for a guy who's like nearly 80 to say he's not going to run for president again. Doesn't it? Seems a bit of an overreaction. Like, I don't want to just keep bloody running until he's dead. I suppose that's basically what happened with Biden, really, and it wasn't too long after thingy that he died. Biden is dead, isn't he? I'm sure he died. You took a longer 13.881. Where did I get in? 13.7. Pretty much from the same area then, aren't we? We're pretty much from the same area, Firewatch, yeah. I mean that just Biden's not dead. Why did I think he died? Is he not? I don't know why is it in my head that he died? I thought he died. Is he not? Biden is 82. I thought he died. I don't know why have I got this in my head that he died. I don't know where that come from. No, he's not. Why do I think he died? I don't know. I don't know why that's in my head that he's dead. If he's obviously not. Afternoon, Wiz. How we doing, mate? Great to see you. Yeah, we've decided to take a long on this drop. Now, for those of you that don't know, this dirty 5-minute candle was caused by Trump saying that he will not run for president again. He said a lot of stuff in the past 20 minutes that has obviously caused this drop down, but that big one was caused by Trump saying that he will not run for president again. Where's it going? Yeah, he would like to run again, but probably he won't. Which doesn't really make any sense at all, because he said he probably will not run again, but then said something else, I think. Yeah, I really don't know. But obviously having an effect on Bitcoin. We could actually go lower than this, to be fair. I could definitely get stopped out on this, but we'll see. Hey, Wiz, have you seen that coin? I'm sure. I didn't see it. Yes, Delta, how are we doing? Stream short on ETH with Hugo is looking tasty. Nice. Have you seen that one that we was looking at yesterday on stream? Is it MYX? Yeah. That is insane. Have you seen that? The run on that now, Wiz? It has gone absolutely mental. Like, that is just utterly insane. The thing has done like a 12x in a couple, like 3 days. utterly insane. I mean, look at the funding. People are still actively shorting this as well. The funding is minus 2.28%. That is heavily short. So there's no wonder it keeps squeezing up. But yeah, I mean, that is crazy. Literally yesterday when we was looking at it on stream, it was here around 30 cents. And then even then the run looked crazy. And since then it's gone and done like another 4x, which is just insane. Yeah, mad. The thing is, it's got big token unlocks tomorrow. So at some point obviously the bubble will pop on it, but apparently it's got big unlocks tomorrow, so I'm told. So seems like it's just being drove up and then it's just being used to obviously farm more upside from how it looks. And then obviously it will probably end up all the way back where it started. But yeah, that like anyone who's trying to short that, good luck. Let's see what happens with this anyway. Yeah. Has he said anything else? Has he said anything else yet? Leaders of NATO do whatever I want. Oh, here you go. Here's one about the ones that you like. Where's Sharplink? They currently hold 521,000 blah 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 ETH. They acquired more ETH. I wonder what is their average entry, does it say? Let's see. So they acquired that much ETH for an average entry of that. What is the average entry on ETH? I'm fascinated because if they were buying up loads when it was all the way down at like 1,500 to 2,000, they must be nicely up. But they've earned 929 ETH from staking, which is nice. Thing is, why weren't they doing this when ETH was below 2k? Well, this is it, isn't it? This is it. It's weird to think, innit? Like, big companies and stuff also get caught up in, like, the hype and stuff. Like, you never really see MicroStrategy buy the lows, do you? They always end up, like, buying at the highs. So, for instance, like, the Sailor hasn't posted a buying thing all on this downtrend. anywhere down here because they're too busy just getting the money and just like literally just top blasting it wherever they get the money from. Which is fine because, you know, I mean, my view obviously doesn't really matter to them, but like you never see like strategy never acquires money and then puts it aside and say, right, you know, we like if we look at this range now, let's go and have a look at it. Let's go and see where did they last buy. So they last bought 2.46 billion at 117,000 per Bitcoin average price. Right. Why, when they already have so much Bitcoin, why are they not looking at this? This is what I think. What does everyone else think in the chat? Is it just because he literally just doesn't care or what? But if you've bought that much Bitcoin and obviously they've had several buys in here and obviously bought all the way up, why would you not use that 2 billion and just go and stick it in limit orders and say, okay, you know, there's a potential chance that this consolidation range breaks to the downside and we come and maybe test, you know, the previous all-time high here. Why are they not doing that? Why are they just like getting the money and just completely just top blasting it just straight into the market, bang, bang, bang? Why are they not sticking like, you know, if you've spent 40 billion or whatever it is, what is it? 46 billion. You know, just keep 2 billion that you've just raised to the side and just say, right, we're going to stick it in limit orders there. If it doesn't come and fill, it's fine. You know, we could just leave it there or we could pay back some of the debt or whatever. But they just literally just load it in this consolidation range when it's perfectly viewable. Anyone knew Bitcoin could come and fill this gap and come and test down here. Like, why do we think strategy isn't doing that? PMI at 3 p.m. Yeah, I'm not on for 3 p.m. No, mate. That's what I went live earlier today, so I went live at 12:30 instead of 1 because I've got an important appointment that I wasn't able to swap. So I'll be off stream from 2:30 onwards, so I won't be on for it, unfortunately. But yeah, why do we think they're not doing that? Like, I genuinely just don't understand. I really don't understand. Just save a bit of the cash to the side and just say we're going to stick it in limit orders down there in case Bitcoin comes down there. Then you're supporting the price when it comes into a key level. You're getting a bit of a better entry. And if it doesn't hit, then it's all right. You've already got a footload of Bitcoin anyway and just go and pay off some of the debt. It's mad. It's mad. I think it's mad anyway. Other people may not think it's mad. Other people may think that, who cares? Like, they've got that much Bitcoin anyway, which is probably a good answer to it, to be fair, but I still do think it's crazy. But yeah, I suppose, really, what matters for this long that we've got open is US Open, really, isn't it? How did your live go, Wiz? I think I went live shortly after you, so I didn't get to watch it, but I'll go and have a watch. Yeah, do make sure you come and check out Wiz's channel if you haven't. Obviously, Wiz has been very kind to come on our live stream a lot. So do go and show him some support. Obviously, go and subscribe to him, Wizard of Alt on YouTube, and do go and give his stream a watch that he done with Realism from in the CSE Discord today. Go and have a watch of it. But yeah, you're putting out some nice videos, aren't you? You put one out yesterday about cow swap. Really nice. Come and check out Wiz's channel. It's funny enough that you put one up 5 days ago. I was literally just looking at ZRO as well, Wiz. It's in quite a good place, isn't it? I think. When you look at it on a daily, it's right into that demand zone. It looks pretty good. Love you too, mate. Can't do Thursday, but we'll sort something. Yeah, we'll sort something. Oh well, I'll come on whenever. Yeah, I'll come on whenever. You just let me know for next week. Yeah, where is ZRO? Where are we? ZRO. Yeah, I mean, when you look at it on a daily, looks pretty good, doesn't it? Looks pretty good on the daily. You've obviously got daily demand here, all across, which we've held. Then got obviously resistance up here, and then obviously above the resistance up towards $3. It's kind of like one range, two range, and then obviously one bigger range here. I'm a buyer here. It looks good. I think it looks good. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Now, are we going to recover on Bitcoin from here? That is the question, isn't it? It is the question. Yeah. Oh. Do 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 do. Oh. Oop. Oh, I've just clicked off BLOFIN. Oh, god damn it. Hang on. Hang on. I was hoping for a second then that it wasn't going to do that. Let's see. Right, let's go back on. There we go. Let's see if we got any more. Have we got any more Trump comments, or is he done now? 40% of on-chain fees now paid in USDT. Interesting. Yeah. Wiz, have you seen Coinbase is coming more into the level? It's coming more into the zone that we want. Down at 304 today, so down again pre-market. If it comes into this 260 level, I am going to long the shit out of it, honestly. Don't even need it to come down that much more. Need it to come down like another 14, 15%. And I'm just going to CFD long the shit out of it, honestly. It could bounce here, but pull into here would be nice. It means it's retraced nicely from all-time high as well. Circle needs to keep on coming down into here, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm quite interested with everything, really. MSTR into here, please. But yeah, Coinbase, would love that to come in down there. Yeah. Keep on pushing, Bitcoin. Keep on pushing. Keep on trucking. Ugh. Should make an attempt at a decent recovery, you would imagine. How many likes are we on? Eve doing? Eve's back in towards retesting SR, which could be a good opportunity potentially. Sol doing 166. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if we could. I wonder if it does go lower. Could well happen. Ow! Oh, that hurts. Right. Yeah, it could well happen. Is there any real strength in this? See the 4-hour chart. I mean, really, when you look at it there, what we'd be wanting here is a higher low, isn't it? We'd be wanting a higher low here. So I've obviously got the low. Then we'd be wanting to put in a high, higher low, higher high. If there's any strength in this. If not, it might just roll over. We'll let it play out though, whatever happens. Hey, Space Cat, how we doing? Great to see you. Space Cat is in the house. Yeah, do make sure you come check out the links in the description now as well. Obviously, you know about BLOFIN, you know the advantages of it, but yeah, Bitunick's still offering obviously massive bonuses for new user just for signing up and creating an account, but of course deposit bonuses as well. So do go check that out. But something I've shown everyone at the start, who everyone that is watching may not know. If you are looking to get Stonksy, or if you've been waiting to get Stonksy, or if you've been sat on the fence, an early announcement for you guys watching the stream now. We haven't put it anywhere, so there's no video on YouTube and there's nothing been put on X, but we have got 50% off the annual and lifetime plans because it is Stonksy's birthday coming up very soon. So obviously when you click on the annual or lifetime plan, it automatically applies a discount at checkout. So as you can see here, the 1 year subscription is typically $9.99, but because of the birthday promo, you do get that for $4.99.50. So it's 50% off. Obviously that is the annual, and then the lifetime, you obviously get 50% off that as well. So it's just them two plans, the annual and the lifetime. But yeah, there you go. There's the 50% off that. So that comes down to $1,249.50. And obviously the lifetime one means that you just got access forever. You never have to renew. But yeah, do go check that out. Obviously, you know, if you work it out from a cost on a monthly basis, if you used to spread the cost of the annual across a month, across the 12 months, you're paying like 40 quid a month or something, or just a little bit over for obviously buying the annual in one. But I think this is the biggest discount we've ever done to the plans. So it will be the biggest discount you will probably see us do. But yeah, do come check it out. I mean, obviously, if you've been sat on the fence, or if you've had Stonksy in the past and you're wanting to get it again, and you've been waiting or, you know, toying with it, or if you've obviously been watching the streams for ages, yeah, annual and lifetime, both 50% off now. And you'll obviously be seeing us promote that across X and YouTube. There is a limited amount of time and obviously usage on that. So obviously for you guys watching it today, I thought I'd show you it first. But yeah, annual and lifetime, 50% off both, automatically applied at checkout. It'd be great to see some of you over there. I'm doing quite all right. Starting to stop smoking. Oh, that's good, mate. That's more tough than the market share, I can imagine. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. Yeah, not bad at all. yeah, I imagine stopping smoking probably quite tough. I suppose just them like first couple of days and them itches in it. It's probably that itch to just like have one and stuff. Buy the Stonksy dip. You heard RN. Coding. How long is that up for, mate? And what was the code? So there is no code. You don't need a code. Coding. You don't need a code. So when you just click on annual or lifetime, sign up, it will automatically apply it at checkout. If you see, you don't need a code. It automatically applies. So it will automatically just go on there. You don't need a code. So you're all good. So that's, see there, just took it straight off. I put it so it automatically applies 50% off for the annual and lifetime. So again, if you click on lifetime, it will automatically do it. We won't be running it for long. We haven't actually put it out anywhere, so I've not done a video on YouTube about it, and I've not done any announcements on X. Might do that today or tomorrow, I'm not sure. I need to film a video on it today though. But yeah. The how long it will be up for is yet to be decided, but it won't be long. It might be a week or less. But there is a limited amount of usages on each one. But yeah. I think we'll probably run it for about a week, to be honest, Coding. I think we'll probably run it for about a week. Maybe even just to the end of this week. Not really decided on the length of time, but it won't be long. It's not like the Bot 20 one, which we've had running for a while. This is going to be like a very short time thing. But yeah, I mean, it's a great offer. It's the most we've ever did. I don't think we've ever really done a discount on the lifetime, not to my knowledge. So to 50% off that means that you never have to renew. That's basically just over the cost of an annual plan, innit? So 1,250 quid, just over the cost of a normal annual plan, not discounted, but you obviously just get lifetime access. But yeah, if you just click on annual or lifetime, it will just automatically discount it for you. So as soon as you come to this page, it's just automatically, there you go, 50% off, done. How is the bot doing? Do you know what? I haven't actually looked over the back end of last week and over the weekend, Space Cat. I haven't actually looked at what it's opened and closed over the back end of last week. Obviously, when we got the drop and on this reversal. So, in all honesty, I don't actually know what it's been doing across the two. So obviously, yeah, this drop came in on Thursday, didn't it? So I haven't actually looked, but I'll take a look and we can go through it on tomorrow's stream. That's fine. Pushing up a bit again on Bitcoin now. I mean, it'd be great to see a recovery on this. We've got a decent entry for where it's at, but yeah, I suppose it depends on what happens at US Open. We could end up just going plop all the way down. But we got a good entry. If you notice, obviously on this 5-minute candle, we came all the way out, didn't we? Into the outer band, exited the inner channel, into the outer channel here, tested the extremity of it. So that was a good point for being exhausted, like the move being exhausted. But yeah, Coding, yeah, take advantage of it, mate. Take advantage of it. 50% off is quite tasty. Like I say, I think it's the biggest one we've ever done. Bitcoin's starting to push back up a bit, which is nice. We'll see where we are later on for this. Oh, here we go. We're starting to push up a bit. Yeah, nice. We'll see what happens. We'll see where we are later today. Obviously, if we get a good pump back up towards here or even higher, I'll drop an update into the Discord for where we are with it. Otherwise, we'll have a look at it on tomorrow's stream. But yeah, nice. Nice push up so far. We bought the fear drop, didn't we? The liquidation drop. But yeah, I think obviously for those of you that don't know, I went live a bit earlier today. So if you haven't seen the stream time, I went live a bit earlier today because I do have an appointment at 3 o'clock, so I can't stay on until 3 like I usually do. Only today. So I went live at 12:30 instead of 1. So we will be leaving the stream in a second so I can get to that appointment. But we'll be back to usual time tomorrow. And of course, tomorrow it's already Wednesday, so we'll already be halfway through the week. So we'll have, obviously, Save with Crypto on with us, as usual, on a Wednesday, which is great. We can have a look to see what he's been doing over the past week. And obviously, it's always a good crack with Save on. But yeah, big thank you for joining, everyone. Please do make sure you drop a big like on the stream. Make sure you subscribe. If you're watching on X, hop over to the channel. Please do subscribe. And of course, click them links in the description. Sign up to BLOFIN. Get your BitUnex deposit bonuses and sign-up bonuses while you can, while we've partnered with them. And of course, do remember, lifetime and annual, 50% off for a very limited time. You guys have been told it first. I've not put this out on the X account, and I've not put it. It's not even actually been gone. It's not even been put in the Discord yet, and I haven't done a video on it yet. But you'll obviously see that. But you guys know about it first. 50% off the annual, 50% off the lifetime. All you need to do is click on it. No code. It will automatically apply it. There you go. So do take advantage of that while you can. It's going to be a very limited time deal because it is Stonksy's birthday very soon. So birthday promo. Happy birthday, Stonksy. But yeah, thanks for joining, everyone. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And of course, I'll see you tomorrow. Should be a great stream with Save tomorrow. And yeah, obviously, those of you in the Discord, come and get involved. Come and have a chat to me. I'll be in there. But yeah, catch you all later. Bye for now. Have a great day, everyone. See you tomorrow.